The Rookie turned up the heat literally in its latest episode, as a raging wildfire set the stage for high-stakes drama, a love confession, and a jaw-dropping ending. Quick note: the episode was filmed before the recent wildfires in California, as noted at the top of the show. So, what went down? We've got Glasser's return, Tim and Lucy in serious danger, Seth's massive mistake, and a final moment that left a beloved character bleeding out. Let's dive in. Detective Harper isn't just keeping tabs on serial killer Oscar Glasser, she's practically playing cat and mouse with him. While hiking with Lucy and Selena, she also keeps a watchful eye on Glasser, convinced he'll slip up eventually, and when a wildfire breaks out, she immediately suspects he's behind it. Nyla searches Glasser's evacuated home, and he corners her, taunting her about whether her family knows the real her. His wife still defends him until officers show her proof that he's already picked out another victim. They track Glasser to a house under his mother-in-law's name, where they find the victim cuffed to the shower, needles in his torso. Glasser knocks out Angela, then goes after Nolan with a sword. Yes, really, but Nyla and Angela take him down and arrest him. Back at the station, Nyla is done. Gray offers her an interrogation room, but she cashes in all her vacation days instead. Well earned, detective. Tim and Lucy's will they won't they dynamic reaches a breaking point when they get trapped in the wildfire. After dealing with looters at Tim's house, while his nephew stayed blissfully unaware, playing video games, they head out to assist with the Glasser situation, only to drive straight into the fire's path. The fire shelter confession: with no immediate rescue, they use a fire shelter and huddle close. Tim says he needs to tell Lucy something. She stops him. I know what you're going to say, and I don't want to cry right now. She knows he still loves her, and she's right. Of course I still love you, do you? He asks. It doesn't matter, she says, but her silence screams yes. They survive and embrace after. At the hospital, they both admit they really thought they were going to die. Lucy decides to take the sergeant exam, which would mean Tim is no longer her supervisor. He immediately offers to help her study. Does this mean a real shot for Chin Ford? We knew Seth would mess up, and boy, did he mess up big. While in charge of monitoring fire updates, Seth gets distracted after Gray praises him. He completely forgets to report that the fire has changed directions, which is how Tim and Lucy end up driving straight into danger. Seth realizes his mistake and pockets the evidence. He visits Tim and Lucy in the hospital and lies, blaming the National Weather Service instead. He even says someone should get fired over this. Seriously, dude. Tim and Lucy exchange looks. They know something's off. Let's be real, Seth's days as a cop might be numbered. James is helping organize a shelter for wildfire evacuees when a familiar woman arrives to volunteer. After a confrontation with a man, she later reveals she witnessed a gang shooting, but before she can do anything with that information, the man from earlier shows up and shoots both her and James. Will James survive? Will Seth get caught for his fatal mistake? Does Lucy's sergeant exam mean Chin Ford is finally happening? Let's hear it. Rookie fans, what did you think of this episode? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates.